Kaylor and Liv, I'm so happy y'all got it together. Aaron and Kaylor is so cute, but we don't want it. It's a little too late for that. We don't want it. Serena, you and that damn cat. I mean, I know so many people who don't like cats, but girl, get over it. Kendall, you been messy boots since last summer. You ain't grew up yet? Peacock, this was the type of episode we needed. We asked for this. We begged for this. Thank you. What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Duce with the News. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. If you are new here, please like, comment, and share this video. I am on the road to 700 subscribers. I am at 654 at the moment. So keep subscribing and liking and commenting and whatever y'all doing. Also, I want to point out India. Shout out to y'all. That's where I get my most views from. Not even United States of America. Shout out to y'all, India. I fuck with y'all tough. I fuck with y'all the long way, okay? Thank you so much for continuing to watch my videos. Now, let's get into this week. So today we will be recapping and reviewing Beyond the Villa Season 1, Episode 3. Of course, the episode starts off with the ladies still in a restaurant. They are going back and forth. Liv and Kaylor is getting real heated. So Janae kinds to like try to center it. She's like, okay, hold on now. My plan is going left. This ain't what I thought it was gonna be. So Liv starts to say that she feel like she's in LA with the no one, and Kaylor like, girl, same. Girl, same. I'm not from here either. Did you forget? I know you from Aussie, but I'm from PA. We are in the same boat. And she like, well, Kaylor said, but you have Kendall and Connor, like you've been hanging out with them tough. And I mean, I get it. The girls feeling left out. LA is not looking like it was the place to be this summer for them, and that's so sad because goddamn. And when Kaylor brings up Connor, Janae like, well, he don't count. I don't really fuck with Connor either, so I don't blame you, sis. So Liv in her confessional says that she does not want to go the whole summer having things thrown in her face that was forgiven, and I understand that 100%. That's the only thing Kaylor is losing me at. Her feelings are valid. Never would say they're not, but to be throwing shit in her face when you say forgive that girl, it's like, come on now. We have to have some type of emotional intelligence, conflict mediation skills, you know, just let it go. Now, in the midst of them talking, Janae hungry ass pulls out Nutter Butters and a banana. She like, I'm hungry. We ain't got to order no appetizers, no entree, no nothing. I'm starving and y'all arguing.
Your best friend. I just wanted you to hear me out, and you're still not understanding. You think that I'm trying to paint this narrative? I do. Then you never knew me.
I'm starving, and we didn't get to order any appetizers or any food.
If we're really gonna go tit for tat, you're coming at me saying I'm a fake friend. I fake it online. You can't trust me.
No, but that's why I'm still hurt. We're not
So sorry, I was just stressing you.
You've done these things. It's not me coming at your character. You lied. I still am allowed to be hurt.
And no one said you weren't.
After Janae finishes her banana and her Nutter Butter, she like, okay, so some advice that my mom gave me is when you forgive somebody, you're supposed to really forgive and let it go. She like, at the same time, y'all both want the same thing. Y'all both want to date the drummer. Y'all both want to move forward. So Liv does invite Kaylor to her housewarming party, and Kaylor starts to question her again. If you feel this way about me, if you feel like I feel this way about you, why are you inviting me to your housewarming? Girl, because you her friend. Y'all just into it. Like, let me fix my collar. Why is it sticking up like that? Y'all wasn't gonna tell me? But she like, no, because you're my friend and I love you still. Why would I invite everybody else and not invite you? Kaylor, the girl is trying to offer you an olive branch. Take it. So at the end all be all, they hug it out. They cry. Kaylor's like, I missed my sister, I missed my friend, I just want us to be cool. So they cry, they hug it out, all is well. And Kiv, like that, Kaylor and Kiv's relationship. Over in Venice Beach, Aaron, Connor, and Daniel, which is Aaron's brother, they're all getting ready to surf. Connor says that he invited Kenny to come out, but he don't think he's gonna make it, and duh. Meanwhile, while they are surfing, Kenny and Miguel are meeting up to go hike. That's where he chose to go instead, Connor. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm so over the Connor Kenny storyline. Kenny ain't fucking with you. It is what it is. So Kenny and Miguel starts to hike, and Kenny is telling Miguel that Connor invited him to go surf. And he like, of course, I didn't go because of the whole thing with Janae. And Miguel like, well, whatever the family with, I'm with. We fuck with you, my boy. We fuck with you. Kenny is saying that he wishes everybody can just get along. And I get that part. I get that part. Miguel was like, okay, you know, that's true. I wish everybody could put their differences to the side. But honestly, whether those differences was put to the side or not, I'm down for surfing. Like, shit, I would've went surfing. Back at the beach, Connor is asking Daniel what American food he wants to try. And Daniel was like, he starts to describe yams, y'all. He like, yeah, I've heard they got like this sweet potato and they put marshmallows on it. Yams, yeah, sweet potatoes. And Connor's like, oh yeah, that's Thanksgiving food. So they sure laugh about that. And then Aaron says that he will be going to Liv housewarming party, and Connor says he won't be able to make it because he will be attending a wedding where he's going to be the groomsman. So I'm pretty sure ain't nobody gonna miss you either way. I'm pretty sure ain't nobody gonna miss you anyway, my boy. Sorry, not sorry. So kind of like, yeah, I'm not gonna be there, but you know, Kendall is definitely gonna be there, and he's probably gonna try to get you to TikTok or whatever. And Aaron goes into this whole tangent where, you know,
the best of friends, they don't really have much videos and pictures together. Like, they just don't do that.
I get it, my boy. Aaron is very deep into his, he is very deep into his intellectual bag this season. This season, it's the new season of Bayana Villa. But I mean, like, now in life. Totally different person from what we've seen on Love Island. I mean, I'm here for the transition, but everything don't have to be a monologue. Aaron asked Connor if he invited Kenny, once again, we're bringing up Kenny, if he invited Kenny to his birthday party. That wasn't a birthday party, but he was like, yeah, I invited him, but of course I think he didn't come because of a certain someone. So Aaron says like, yeah, you would think that he would be down to surf or used to surfing from the leash she got on him or some shit. And I was just like, corny. That was a weak ass joke. First off, like, come better, please come better than that. But he maybe just don't want to hang with y'all, and if that's his girlfriend, like, what y'all expect him to do? Back on the hiking trail, Miguel is telling Kenny that him and Leah are looking at places to move in together. And of course, y'all know the whole Kenny-Janae dynamic. Kenny does not want to move in with Janae. Janae wants to move in with Kenny, and that's what basically he explained to him. Like, right off the bat, Janae was very, very strong on moving together, but I kind of wanted to take things more slower, and now we know why. If you know, you know. But Miguel like, yeah, that's how I thought too initially, but honestly, I love Leah to death, and she brings out the best of me. She has been bringing out the best part of me. So you know what, and we damn near live with each other anyway, might as well. Back at Aaron's apartment, him and his brother is cooking, and they start to talk about how the show basically like took effect on Aaron post Villa and how it affected their mom a lot. On the other side of town, Kaylor, Callie, Kendall, what the fuck? Kaylor, Callie, Kendall, like that's a Kaylor, Callie, Kendall, and his friends Louie and Torrin are out to eat. Now, you know what's crazy? Torrin, fun fact, Torrin is actually Kaylor's present boyfriend. Like, they're in a relationship right now to this day. Shout out to her. So they all went to Stagecoach together, which is like a music festival, a big music festival, I believe. I don't know where it's at. I think it's in Nashville. I don't know, it's somewhere, but it's super big. Louie and Torrin are actually managers for influencers, and they actually happen to manage Caleb, which is Kaylor's situationship, because you can't call it a relationship. They ain't in a relationship. And yeah, who was also at Stagecoach. So they get to talking about Caleb, and Caleb says that originally her and Liv had met Caleb and his partner or whatever. Like, he's like in a duo group, TikTok group, and they just basically, they are TikTok influencers and they have hella content with women, whatever. They originally met them in Nashville. And then that's when Kendall brought him around, and then he's seen that they are friends or whatever. So apparently at Stagecoach, Caleb was acting a little weird with Kaylor, basically saying like, acting like he didn't know her words. That's what she said. And that he would say, he made a comment like, well, we're not dating, Kaylor. And she was like, all right, cool. Mind you, Kaylor had said that. When she introduced Caleb, like the boy she was talking to on the show, she said, well, we're not dating. We're just vibing, you know, getting to know each other. Now, Kendall, messy Kendall, asked if it's okay if he could invite Caleb to dinner. She's like, whatever, cool. So basically, Saturday is when he made the comment. Sunday, he texted her 5 in the morning asking, well, like just going back and forth between texts, and then said like, oh, I thought you were gonna invite me over. And she's like, I'm not your booty call. You should actually have more respect for me. Give it to him, cause nigga, what? And then he goes on to tell her later on, like days later, like, hey, I'm coming to LA. Can I stay at your house? The audacity of these men. Who's gonna be the man? So Kendall calls him up. He said he don't have no clothes, but whatever. Kendall convinces him to come. He like, I'm on my way. Now, of course, you could tell Kaylor doesn't like that, and Kendall don't give a fuck. He messy. I think Louis was the one who asked her, like, are you nervous? I mean, like, how do you feel about him coming? Like, do you have a crush on him? And she was like, I'm just nervous, but no, I don't have a crush. It's not that deep. Crush? We're not kids. If I want the man, I want him. That's it. Back at Aaron's crib, him and his brother are just sitting in the living room waiting for the lasagna to be finished. And he asked him, or they are talking about how they're going back to the UK for a week to attend their mom's graduation. And that they are very, very proud of her. And even after everything that she's been through her life, she has rocked it out, did her thing. Now, his brother Daniel asked him, like, do you think that our parents' relationship affected you and your relationship in dating life? And he was like, I think my first relationship, yes, absolutely. And when I told Kaylor about that, I felt like when she got mad at me in New York after, or post-reunion, no, pre-reunion, she basically weaponized that situation against me. I ain't gonna lie, I don't blame her. If y'all know the fucking, the menace Aaron was on season 6 of Love Island, he deserved the wrath of Kaylor. Kaylor, specifically Kaylor, not the fans. The fans be doing too much. Y'all be sending death threats, just being disgusting online. And I do not like that. But the way Kaylor came at him, he deserved it 100%. That's that. So back at the restaurant, Caleb has arrived. And he did speak to Kaylor this time. He did something right. But basically, she like, the vibes is weird. You know, it's awkward in here. And then he's trying to wipe food off my face. And I was like, hold on, Kaylor. Hold on, Kaylor. He told you had something on your face. And then you told him to wipe it. Let's chill a little bit, okay? Reel it back, sister. I'm with you when you're right. But when you start doing that delusional shit, you literally told that man to wipe it off. So Kaylor and Caleb starts to have a side conversation. And she basically like, hey, why you didn't text me back? Like, I text you asking if you was cool or whatever. You didn't send me no text back. And he's just like, huh? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And she just like threw the fuck off. So she tells Kaylee, like, can you come with me to the front so we can pay for our food? While she's walking up there, she just like, I don't know. Since Stagecoach, I'm just like off him basically. Like I'm getting a different vibe. Weirdo. And once again, I find it so interesting that Torrin is sitting at this table and now they're together. I'm not saying that's a bad thing because they're grown. And clearly her and Caleb wasn't like in a relationship. So, but I just find it hella funny that he's sitting here and then months later, they dating. Now we are with Miguel and Leah. They are at Opsy in Venice having some food, getting some lunch, and basically they are discussing their living styles and how Miguel is a hoarder. And then Miguel basically say like, hey, we both got separate apartments, but we are literally spending all our time together. We just go back and forth, alternate back and forth between each homes. And you know, we're planning on moving in with each other. In his confessional, Miguel says that he is so in love with Leah, and we can see it, my boy. We can see it. Like, I love Cordell and Serena down, okay, down to the ground. However, they are not feeding us anything on Beyond a Villa of them. They're not giving us nothing. And I understand Cordell has the contract with another network. He can't really film like that, but they're not even showing Serena without him. So her scenes is like very minimum. Something gotta give. But right now, I am feeling Miguel and Leah as a couple. Like, I think I said this last recap, they are just very, very mature. Like, I can see why all the couples in PPGM think that they will be the first to get married. Because it's coming down that. Like, it's coming to that. Like, it's giving that. Leah starts to talk about how she has to have a biopsy in a couple days because she is, like, getting bumps all over her arms and she is scared that it might be cancer. Now that sounds very scary. I think anytime you have to do a biopsy for anything, it's a little nerve-wracking. So prayers up to her. Of course, by now she knows whether or not is cancer or not. Janae and Kenny are at one of their apartments. I don't know who, I don't remember which one it said. Y'all know they live right next door to each other right now. So they are at somebody's apartment doing a TikTok Q&A, and Kenny is just like, And you know what's crazy? I seen this question and answer in real time on TikTok. And I'm not gonna lie. Peacock did pay attention to the ones that he got wrong. He did get a lot right. And I was just like, okay, this narrative that they are painting for Kenny, they must have knew before we knew. That's all I'm gonna say. If y'all know what's going on present time, present day, I'm gonna make a separate video about that, okay? It's gonna come right after this one, right after. So if y'all know, then y'all know. And I feel like the villain edit that Kenny is getting on Beyond the Villa, Peacock knew. Peacock knew. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So Janae says she don't like to be called an influencer, and that when people ask what she do for a living, she says she's an entrepreneur in marketing. It's one of the same. I mean, it's one of the same. Kenny is talking about how Janae is such an amazing person and basically influencing. On the influencing side, Janae has more influence and more followers than him, and people basically follow him. I took it as from her. Y'all know who got the real influence. Stop playing. We finally get a little crumb of Cordina, and so Cordell is coming over to Simran's apartment for her to meet his cat Milo. Yes, my girl's scared, terrified of cats. So Cordell has like this backpack on that you can carry your animals in, and he puts the backpack down with the cat in it. Serena already terrified. Ain't even let him, I think it's a boy, so ain't even let him out yet. She goes and wraps herself up in a cover and everything. Like, she's super scared. And so Milo starts to jump around, you know, jump on things. And she's like, no, put him up. I'm like, well, god damn, girl. And I understand my sister got chased by a cat and she reacted the same way. So I guess it's, if you lived it before, then you could feel what she's feeling. But I'm like, girl, are you really that terrified? She goes on to say like she needs to, you know, build a relationship with this cat because she is going to be the stepmom. So she says she has to do that, but she needs to take slower steps. Do what you gotta do. So now they show like a series of the cast social media clips, and I'm in my head thinking like, did they not have anything else to fill that little time slot, or was that part of the program? We may never know. But Janae walks over next door to Kenny's apartment to get ready for Liv's housewarming party. When she comes in, he asks like, well, is PPG coming? And she's like, I don't know. Well, I know Serena and Cordell are, but Leah had to go to the doctor today, so I'm not sure. So he like, call her. So they call her up. When they call her on FaceTime, she is at Home Goods with Miguel, of course. And she starts to talk about like getting candles and all these things for Janae. And then she brings up her biopsy. So she shows them the skin, or she shows them like the bandage of where the skin was taken off so it could be tested for skin cancer. And she says she will receive the results in 10 to 14 days. Of course, y'all know Janae is a God-fearing woman. So she said that she will be praying for her those whole 10 and 14 days, and that basically everything is going to be okay. Kaylor is at home on FaceTime with her best friend, Kaylee. Kaylee did go back home. So they're talking about how they miss each other, and then Kaylor says that she's been really lonely in LA, and that the only reason she said it's important for her to be in LA during the summer because she has a lot of business dealings, and you know, ain't nobody gonna miss up on the money. We ain't missing the money, okay? They start to talk about Liv's housewarming party, and she says she will be attending, as you should. Let's not make it deeper than what it's supposed to be, okay? That is your friend, your sister. So she's like, I'm gonna attend, and you honestly, if me and Liv don't hang out, we won't never get back to where we was, or even like somewhat there. So Janae and Kenny are the first people to show up to Liv's housewarming party. Now Janae looked like she going to the club. So it's like she looked like she about to go boogie down to town, okay? She looked like she's about to go shake her ass. Respectfully, she looked good. She looked good. Body tea, Lipton tea, black tea, green tea. Body is nice. But she doesn't look like she's going to housewarming. And Liv actually looked like something you would wear going to housewarming. But they are the first people to show up. And one thing I find so damn important, when you throw a party, please have some good food. Even if it's like hors d'oeuvres. Make it good. And I'm gonna tip my hat to Liv. Her spread was nice. It looked good. I wanted something through the screen. Kaylor ends up calling Janae, and Janae like, oh yeah, girl, I changed my outfit. I'm wearing a dress now. And basically like, what are you wearing? And while she's saying that, Liv is like, oh, she's coming? Because of course they're on bad terms. They ain't even talking. Like, goddamn, that not even to say, hey, I'm coming to your party. But I guess, yeah. So Liv tells Janae and Kenny that Kendall, messy ass, invited Caleb to the party, even though he know what Kaylor and Caleb are going through at the moment. And she was just basically like, listen, you know we on bad terms already. Why are you trying to make this a stickier situation? Kendall is messy, that's why. Kendall ain't got no respect, no loyalty, but nobody but himself. Nobody but himself. He don't give a damn about you, Kaylor, Caleb, Janae, anybody. For that matter. So the party starts to pick up, and it is no longer a party of 3. No shade. No shade. People are starting to come, and Aaron is one of those people who started to come. Now Liv is super excited but surprised to see Aaron. At least that's what it gave. And Kendall and Aaron go up, or they already at the balcony, but they are having a conversation, and Aaron like, so how's life? How is, you know, what's going on? And Kendall starts to, or Kenny, not Kendall. Kenny starts to tell him that, you know, being an influencer is very, very different from what he was doing at first, but he's very grateful, of course. But he is having thoughts of like, what if? Like, you know, like, what if I go back to, I think he was in tech sales? Yeah. So he like, what if, sometimes I do miss it because it was mentally stimulating for me, which I can understand. And he was like, he said a line that stuck out to me. He said, influencing has been good, but he feel like long term, it's gonna have a detrimental effect. I wish I had what a detrimental effect is knocking on your door because you played in Janae's face. But once again, we're gonna talk about that in the next video. It's gonna be up right after this. So yeah, karma's a bitch, nigga. Aaron, of course, y'all know they're gonna bring up Connor and Kenny's situation somehow, some way. So Aaron asked him, like, is you and Connor's relationship the way it is because like you don't fuck with him, or is it just because of Janae? And he like, well, it's because they ain't resolved they stuff. Clearly, like, why did you need to clear that up? It's clear as day. The clearest it ever been. Anyways, he walks down to talk to Liv, and they are bonding over the fact that they both are very lonely. Of course, they both are from out the way, across the water. So, yeah, they say get lonely. Liv say, you know, at least when you do move away in different countries, your family can come visit over for the weekend or whatever. But we don't have that. So they bonding over literally not having anybody. So Kendall arrives, and Liv is like, so listen, she gets straight down to business. I fuck with that. She like, listen, why would you invite Caleb knowing that him and Kaylor are in a bad situation and knowing we got some shit going on too? Like, you making me look bad. And he like, I don't think that it's that big of a deal. Of course, Kendall Messi Jr. Johnson. What's Kendall's last name? I don't remember. Of course, Kendall, you don't think it's a fucking big deal. It's only a big deal when it involves you. So in the midst of them talking, Kaylor shows up. Kaylor shows up. Kendall and Liv are, of course, talking. Kendall calls Kaylor over. She's like, oh shit, what now? Yeah, we know. Every time Kendall is in the middle of something, what now is the exact statement you need to make. So he like, I invited Caleb to the party, and she like, why the fuck? What the fuck? Are you stupid? Like, are you dumb? And he like, but I just told him no, not to come no more. Basically uninviting him to the party. And she like, well, that don't matter. That apology is like a band-aid. You should never did it in the first place. Feel the same way. Fuck your apology. Nigga, you knew what you was doing. In Kendall's confessional, he said that this situation is bringing Liv and Kaylor together, so a win is a win. I guess from your point of view, you have to look at it as the glass half full instead of half empty. So do what you gotta do. Now, what I did find funny as fuck was in the midst of them talking, she asked Liv if she's eating a chicken salad sandwich, and she like, I want that. Kaylor mind be like this. It be going 100 miles per hour. She just everywhere with it. Renee and Cordell finally show up, bearing gifts, of course. He gives Liv a wine that is from 2018, I believe, and he like, if y'all don't drink it, I'm gonna come back and drink that shit myself. Take it with me and drink it. Cordell is such a old soul. Like he's down there the baby of the group, and he act like the oldest. Like, for real. He's the youngest oldest person I know. or don't know, but y'all know what I mean. Now Kaylor and Aaron are having a little moment, and I'm not gonna lie, I love this scene between them because it showed growth, and I am here for some growth. I love me some growth, okay? So in so many words, Aaron asks her if she's in a relationship, and she like, no, that didn't work out. And what I've been noticing is that Aaron keep asking Kaylor like if she's happy every time he see her, and I think even twice during this conversation he asked her if she happy, and I'm like, damn, did that girl just look like she going through it in person? Like, she did seem a little down, a little sad during the scene, but like I said, it's probably because of the conversation they was having. But he asked her if she happy, and she like, not really. She tells him that she recently came to realization that she was happier before the fame, before Love Island, before all of this glitz glamour. She was happy with her old life. In Aaron's confessional, he says he think Kaylor is like in love with the idea of this big influencer lifestyle, but really deep down, she is a small town country girl. Clearly. And like I said, LA is just not looking like the spot to be right now for them. Like for the people who don't actually live in LA, like Serena, Cordell, that's it. I think that's the only people that actually live in LA. And I think actually live in LA for real now. They ain't really feeling it. They should have did something different. And I've seen on TikTok where somebody said that they should have their Beyond Villa, like having them all live in like one house together or go on a vacation, various vacation spots, instead of just having them in LA and they just kind of like doing what they're doing now for the show. And I think having them all live in one house together, like on but I don't know, maybe that's just too much like the original Love Island. But they are going to go on vacation. We've seen that they are going to Miami. So I don't know. So she tells him she just feel lost and she ain't liking LA. She says she hate LA. And I think it's because, well, everybody, if you are not from LA, and even some people from LA, they say that LA has like a dark vibe to it. And I think people think it's way different than what it actually is, especially when you're like in the Hollywood aspect of it. So I can understand where she's coming from with that. And then it's a lot to do when it's a big city. And if you are out there alone, don't know nobody, I could definitely see why you feel that way as well. So Aaron and Kaylor starts to trade compliments back to back.
Oh, you're such a good person. No, you're such a good person too. Like, oh no, I really still care about you. I still care about you. I just want you to be happy. No, I want you to be happy too.
We get it, okay? We get it. She tells him don't worry about her too much, and he is like, or she says, don't worry about me too much, and this would have been your problem. And he said, one that I would have happily taken. Okay. Aaron, is you trying to shoot your shot right now, my boy? Are you trying to shoot your shot? He then tells her that he hasn't done anything with anybody since them. And she's like, you ain't had sex since we had sex? He like, nah. And he basically said he wanted to last for 12 months. Go on, Aaron. Aaron has come very in tune with himself. You feel me? He is working on his mental health. I fuck with that because, like I said, if y'all know the menace he was on season 6, to see this side of him is refreshing. It shows that he learned from his mistakes, at least from what he's showing us. So for me, I think that whole conversation between Aaron and Kaylor was like a end of an era moment. Like, you know, the closure they needed for them to all move on and go their separate ways. So that was pretty much the episode. I do want to say that this episode probably was my favorite episode. Well, it's only 3 episodes in, but it was better than 1 and 2. It was better than 1 and 2. I think it was very cute. It was very fun. It was very flirty. This was what we needed to see, okay? Keep it up, Peacock. Don't give us that other shit. Thank you. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, please subscribe to my channel, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Drop a comment down below with how you feel with how this episode was, how you feel like the season is going to progress. Would you like to see a season 2 of this? Do y'all think they should add season 7 cast members? Let me know. Let's kiki in the chat, y'all. And like always, if you made it to the end, please drop a purple heart below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.